Right. Obviously nothing in the replay, so nothing to look at. Might look around just in. No, we shouldn't be able to see anything because everything is deployed out of visibility range. I mean, a random map will do that for you automatically, so there's absolutely nothing to do there. So I'm gonna start moving scouts forward here first. Get all the way to there, possibly even to there. If he gets to there, you should be able to look out this side. He can get to there. Okay, let's do that. We shouldn't be able to see anything now, I think. Yep, his range has been reset to 0, reset to 1. And now, actually, normally it doesn't happen for player 1 because they start right away, but because I saved it, I think, or like I didn't actually start it right away, so I think it might not have. It might not. When you do that, it doesn't reset it automatically. Nothing in line of sight. I'm pretty sure from that position we can see past the enemy deployment area. So they might see me as well. He moved 3 points, 6 points, that's 3 hexes. He moved 9 points. 9 points. Oh, okay, that's 3 hexes through the trees. Moved 9. Okay, 2 X's. How come he moved 9? Anyway, he moved a lot of hexes. 9. Wow, how did that work out? Oh, yeah, he must have moved 4 X's. Yeah, that makes sense. The last one was into the trees, and that's 3. And the previous 3 were 2 apiece. So that would be 6 and 3. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. It's always good to figure these things out because try to make sure I understand how the movement works. And I'm still not sure I fully understand how it measures that. So I think in infantry the speed is the number of movement points you expended, whereas in for vehicles it's the number of hexes you moved. I think because it doesn't That's the only thing that sort of makes sense to me, but I'm not sure. So it's kind of because there's two different methods for indicating that, it's hard to know what it actually means. If they used to use one method to show that, then you could say, well, this unit moves 3 hexes. Now you have to actually calculate it, which is awkward because you don't know exactly where they moved, right? When you're looking at an enemy movement. So all I want to know is they moved 3 hexes. I don't need to know that they moved, where they moved, what they moved through. But maybe it's done intentionally to obfuscate things. I don't know. It makes it more difficult to tell where they came from. We need to move these up. I think they're not going to get very far because they're not very quick. Yeah. You might stay there for the time being. Is it worth the trouble to stay there? No. Nope, it's not. Let's keep moving forward. Okay, some more scouts to move here. Shouldn't have moved him first, but that's okay. Still in the trees. They actually won't be able to see very much because even trying to spot now is not very helpful because they're moving too quickly. That's one of the things I did an experiment to see, just how difficult it is to spot anything that's moving fast. And it's actually surprisingly difficult because until you get like to within 3 or 4 or maybe 5 hexes of it, you could still be moving fairly quickly. But again, it depends on the unit. Some units, it depends on the unit's experience. For example, I mean, those units with a lot of experience will spot better. So it's actually surprisingly difficult. So that's why even in the open like this, when the units are at the start, it's actually not. Which is why my opponent does it. I mean, that's why my opponent was moving very fast in the beginning. Even when we're out in the open, he doesn't slow down until he knows that the enemy is can see him, and it's something I'm not very good at. I tend to slow down way too early. I'm gonna try not to do that this battle, and see how bad that gets, because I think that there's probably a thing I'm missing in that equation. So it's not a matter of just waiting till they can see you. There must be some other factor that tells you, okay, it's time to slow down now. Again, lack of experience will do that. He's moved. 2 hexes. Let's look around. I don't think I shouldn't be able to see anything. Everything's just too far away. I'm gonna lose it a maximum this turn, since they're in a good position to do that. And there's no point in looking around again because they're really not gonna be able to spot anything. They're moving at 12 now. Oops. It's 12 movement points, not... Yeah, that's actually 6 hexes. Okay, we'll leave those for the moment. I'm gonna move the cool wagons before I move any infantry. These are recon, so they should move as well. This is his best chance of seeing anything if there's anything to be seen. I may regret this because I think they may be moving too far ahead of the infantry. Well, actually, there's not. Maybe not, because well, it's a risk from that side. So actually, moving this way might be better because there's, as we get closer to the orchard, it cuts off line of sight to this side, and that's going to be true over here. So actually, it might not be a bad idea to move up as fast as possible. I think maybe moving to this side may be helpful. Um, so moving some other recon. Uh, I'll put him there this turn because there's not much. I don't know. I mean, I could. Yeah, he has movement points, so he can move back. I don't know if anything can see enough in that direction that would make it. If he was spotted and something took a shot at him, I don't think that would happen. Let's just have a look. Yeah, I think I'll leave him up there. Yeah, well, he's gonna get spotted right away, obviously, because I mean it's a vehicle. It's probably size 2 at least. Yeah. So no way he's not being seen. That's okay. Okay, we have. What do we have? Is he staying there? I think he is. He might as well stay there. Mortars will stay in there as well. Actually, I might as well move these guys up. Yes, because these are wheeled vehicles. So now they moving. So we moved 4 hexes, so that's why it says 4. Yeah, you moved 3 hexes. Actually, I don't think they can see past that, so I might as well get them. They have a lot of movement left. Probably don't want to get them too far ahead of the scouts here, or the leg unit scouts. They moved 6 hexes. Let's move them 5. Right, so I think that's all recon moved. As expected, we haven't seen anything. So let's move the infantry. I think these guys will move this way first. That way. The trees are going to slow them down quite a lot, so we'll just leave it like that. So they should be able to move up to at least some of the slopes on here by turn 2. I accidentally moved them already, so we'll leave them there. caught up to the scouts, and that's good enough for now. Okay, so we're gonna move. Um, Six that way. Let's try and catch up to the scouts. I think. We can't. Damn it. Why? Oh yeah, you moved through two slope hexes. That's why. Should have taken that into account. Should have moved them around the slopes. I was gonna try to catch up to these guys. Yeah. Okay. Well, the problem is that the two-man scouts move a lot faster, so didn't take that into consideration. Oh well. How often do you hear me say that? Probably a lot more than I should be. Okay, well, he's fucked up again. Oh, well. Um, he's moving out in the open, so I think we will keep moving that way. Been left behind. Tanks will stay here. Actually, they may move. Let's see. He's hidden. He's quite well hidden. Yeah, he's well hidden. He's not so well. No, that's fine. It's gonna take a couple. It's gonna take a turn before they could see him anyway. We'll leave him there. Yep, I think everybody's moved. I still couldn't get a larger force. Really, still couldn't figure it out. I, should I take? The thing is, I mean, these units are actually cheaper than cavalry, but they're not as adequately armed. So the cavalry actually have carry LMGs and so on. I mean, they're more closer to a regular rifle unit in terms of firepower, whereas these guys are really fast, but they don't. I mean, these guys, they only carry rifles as their primary weapon, and the LMG obviously. Actually, the LMG carries rifles as well. That's kind of odd. Um, hmm. I guess that's why I took them the last time, but they don't really have very much men in them, so they don't last very long. They're not really adequate for getting into a fight. But I think the rifle ones might be. But they don't have an LMG, so they need to have something to back them up. And the LMG motorcycle unit's the only one that can keep up, right? So what else are you gonna use? I might have to actually use. I'll try the cavalry next time. Um, depending on the map. Depending on the map. Okay, that's it. Let's check ranges which are set wrong. So this one is wrong. Let's make sure that these are turned off. Reset that to 0. Weapons are off. Actually, I don't need to look at that screen. Ranges are correct. Yeah, weapons are turned off. Range is correct. Panzer, the tank mine is turned off, and the weapon range is correct. Tank mines are off. Range is 3. Range should be 0. Weapons are off. Range is 3. Range is 3. Tank mines are off. Range is 3. Tank mines are off. And same here. These have to be range 0 and the weapons are off. Range 0 and weapons are off. Range 0, weapons are off. Range 0, weapons are off. Range 0 and weapons off. I can tell weapons are off. I don't have to actually look at the information screen, because here, when you have asterisks here, that means the weapon is disabled. So I just went into there for nothing. After saying I don't need to go in there, I go into the information screen. Yeah. Range should be 0. And range 3 is fine. We'll treat them like rifle units, even though they are actually wheeled units. Wait. His range should be 0, his weapons are off. Range is 4. And only the LMGs are ranges 4, and the LMGs enabled. Control needs to be reset to 0, and his weapons are off. Okay, he's wrong. His range should be 3. And I think he's okay to have all these weapons enabled. Range 3. Range 3 and whip. The tank mine is disabled. Yep, range 3. Range 0. All weapons are off. Range 0. All weapons are off. And these weapons are off. Tanks have range 1. How did that happen? I think these can have a range of, say, 10. Yeah. Yep, he's good. And a bow-mounted machine gun is disabled. Mortars ended up with range 3. It's disable. They're set that to 0 and their rifles are disabled. 0 and their rifles are disabled. Range 0. Rifles are disabled. Range 0. Rifles are disabled. Range 0. These weapons are disabled. And range 0 for the final mortar, which is just a lone tube. It's only a half section. And his rifle is disabled. Kubelwagens, yay! My go-to unit when I don't have a lot of points left over. To be honest, the utility value of it exceeds the points. As long as the EMG doesn't fail. In which case it's like you just going, fuck. 2 points wasted! Not really, but it's not. It hurts more when it fails really early in the game, and then that's it. You don't get to use it at all. Which is what happened to the 2-player game. 6x should be sufficient. Range 25, yeah, that's okay. And that's it. So, let's end the turn. Okay, so